Alright guys, Melissa here. It's late and I have the light on. I'm going to shut it off pretty soon. But somebody challenged me today in the comments and I'm like, what the heck was that? So they're like, lots of people say, I hope you have a beautiful day. It doesn't mean you're flirting. So I had done a video for a woman saying, you don't have to flirt with guys. You don't have to do that, right? There's no, what a waste of time, right? Being a woman way out there and just giving away your everything, right? In order to uh get a high from flirting. So this person's like, it doesn't mean they're flirting. And I'm like, well, context is everything, right? So they're like, what context? And I'm like, boy, this person is insecure. I can't even put a video up about, making sure that you don't have to be flirty in life. So, context. I said, okay, I'll do a video after with context. Context. I walk into this job with a bunch of guys sitting there, and all of a sudden, they light up. One is like, hi, how are you? Good, how are you? Be serious. You don't have to fool around, ladies. Then the other guy, I hope you have a beautiful day. And he had already said hi to me like that. So, that's not just your average, sincere, I hope you have a good day. There was no conversation. That's all I got. There was no context. I was in and out because I was doing something. So I was just, in a rush. And that's what I got. And I got the other guys looking at me. And I'm just like, this is how it tends to be with like construction workers and stuff anyways. So this person just had to make a dig and be like, oh, I think you're just so conceited. No, I'm not conceited. Actually, that's why guys usually give me a lot of attention, because I'm not looking for it. I'm not conceited, and I'm usually not wanting to be bothered. I've usually got like such an agenda, I'm busy. So then I had, my son had a job somewhere, and I had gone over for a minute to help with something. And the guy's like, is that your wife? This is my son. My sons constantly have people think I'm their wife instead of their mother. And I go, yeah, he probably wanted something. So he was interested. And then at the library today, somebody's checking me out behind the books. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm just doing my errands throughout the day I had to do after I worked today. So I'm like, I'm not doing anything. So this person's like, oh yeah, you're so conceited. You know what, guys? Especially nowadays, it is good to have a very strong sense of self-worth, because you will have people tear you down left and right in this culture, and you have got to be the one who believes in yourself. You got to know your truth. You got to know what you believe about yourself, and you got to stand strong. So, like I said last night, some jabroni, Leandro's friend or whoever she is, has been, trying to dig at me. And it's like, why? Ben wanted a divorce. He chose it. So what's the problem? And somebody had commented on here and said, basically, how long would you wait? And what if he cheated on you and stuff? That's funny because I said, that's a good question. And then I had a guy tonight say, you don't deserve him. You do not deserve him at all. You just don't, he does not, what did he say? You don't deserve him. He said, no, he doesn't deserve you. I got that backwards. Um, whatever. He's like, he just doesn't deserve you, because I told him how he threw me and how he left without a conversation and just divorced without even a conversation. So he's like, yeah, that's bad. So, that is the truth. He doesn't deserve me. So this is probably Leandro making these comments that I'm conceited. It's better to be stronger in who you are than to feel like, oh, I don't have any self-worth. I'm not talking about being prideful. I'm talking about a strong sense of who you are and your identity in Christ. Because that is going to give you the confidence in life to go through one trial after another, and to stay strong in life and not let life beat you down. I've seen people who lose their identity, they feel like crap. Once you start letting that happen, ladies, you have no strength to stay on your feet. So anyways, yes, that is the truth. These guys were flirting with me. And I'm not a flirt. I've worked at restaurants for years and I just am not a flirt. Do I have a sense of humor? Yeah, but I'm not a flirt. And my husband was. I mean, he flirted with everyone. And so, someone had said to me today, your husband most likely cheated on you. In order to have done such a thing, he already had somebody else. And that is probably true. And he said he's probably gay and didn't want to tell you. I don't know the whole thing, but there was something going on that was definitely not okay. So, yeah, you don't have to flirt, ladies. You don't have to compromise yourself. And of course, men talk. So if you do compromise yourself, the men will talk to each other like in a workplace situation or whatever. So don't, I wish someone told me this, years ago. I wish I had that, that talk, that sex talk, and that talk about, other things too, and I didn't. And I was watching a pro-life channel, and this lady said that her and her boyfriend, no, it wasn't a pro-life channel, I know what it was. But on the show, this lady said her and her boyfriend broke up before they knew she was pregnant. Same thing here. Same thing here. Before we even knew I was pregnant, we had broken up. And I broke up with him. And so he should have cared. He should have been there. And so when your husband has basically thrown you to the wolves and put you under a bus and everything, realize there are men in life who are not like that. And that they actually are different kind of men out there who would never do that. So that's what I got for now, guys. Thanks for joining me.